Hello and hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. How you doing? Today we're topping off the German house. No pun intended. With a roof. Part 3, building a house. Tari Film. Check them out, link down below. Yesterday I watched part 2. I have to point out my thumbnail from yesterday just because I'm still laughing about it. Look at my face. The fact that that's actually the face I made. Kind of embarrassing, but kind of funny. That's my actual face. You know, I had to say that in the thumbnail. Yes, that's my actual reaction. Because I think any other YouTuber with a face like that in the thumbnail, it's probably fake. But for me, no, not fake. Today we're putting the roof on the house. I guess I'm going to go back to part 1 at some point. I skipped over it. But today we're on part 3. You know, we're going straight to part 3. We're going to see how the house is put on, thanks to Tari Film. Did I say how the house is put on? How the roof is put on the house. Anyway, let's get to it. I mean, I guess I should say, an American roof... An American roof, the shingles are typically made out of, you know, they're called asphalt shingles. And they're this thick. They're that thick. Probably about, what would that be? Not even a centimeter. Ooh, look at that. That's not typical. These are typical. You know, yeah, there we go. Look at those things. Little tortilla chips on top of the house. It's amazing they survive as long as they do. You know what I mean? They survive about 20 years. Then you got to get it replaced for $15,000. There it is, the castle.
Masonry, screed, electrics, and much more. Building a solid house is complex. How does it work? How is a
Finally using some wood up on the roof.
Solid house built? We were involved in every important work step and accompanied the construction.
I mean, it's just amazing how this thing is built out of straight up bricks and mud. 1,000 pounds of mud, it looks like, used.
We were involved.
Concrete walls. It looks like a nuclear. Like, have you watched Oppenheimer? You watched that movie? It looks like what they stood behind when they were testing the nuke. You know?
Involved in every important work step and accompanied the construction of a typical single-family house for more than 6 months.
Whoa, those stairs are kind of cool. Is this a normal stair design in Germany? This is really wacky. It's pretty cool. I could imagine my son just slipping through, though. Here in America, this would not be normal. It's a good use of space, though, because then you have the space underneath the stairs. Anyway, I don't know if that's normal or not.
In the first part, earthworks and floor slabs were carried out. In part 2, the masonry. Now the roof is on.
Now the roof is on, folks. The roof is on.
The carpenters first put the so-called purlin. The beam construction runs.
I love how this guy talks like an alien. The human carpenter puts on the so-called, whatever he said, parlin?
First put the so-called purlin.
Purlin.
The beam construction runs around the entire upper wall edge. It forms the basis for the roof structure and carries the roof truss elements.
Believe they're using wood. What if a cannonball comes in from the sky? You know what I mean? You can't just assume the cannonball is going to hit the side of your house. It could also hit the roof. Why are they using wood here? Unbelievable.
The construction follows exactly according to plan. The roof truss is planned and made to measure for each house by a specialized timber construction company.
Okay. This is like the only aspect that looks similar to an American framing of a house, you know what I mean? trying to think why do they use wood for the roof? And maybe it's to get these slanted angles. It's just a lot easier with wood. Maybe. I'm kind of curious about the gutters. I don't know why. I assume they're the same kind of deal as here in America, where you just have gutters and downspouts and it goes 5 feet from the house and pours the water out. But I don't know. I could see it being different somehow.
After a working day, the roof structure is ready.
I wouldn't be surprised if you guys like collect your rainwater out of the gutter and use it to feed the fish or something. You know what I mean? You guys are very environmentally conscious. Maybe like use it to garden or something. I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't know if you collect the rainwater. Hopefully they show the gutters though.
Membrane comes over the roof structure. It protects against wind,
Okay, I thought that was real at first. I was like, what the hell's going on?
dust and moisture. Due to the micro-pore structure, water vapor and moisture can. Bloodhouse is prepared so far. The roof tiles can come.
Oh my god.
A so-called flat
I didn't think about how heavy these clay shingles are, that they're using a freaking crane to get them up there.
roof tile made of fired clay with a matte black
That would be an absolute nightmare to do by, like, without a crane, huh? To haul those clay shingles up there. Probably take forever. Because roofers around here, you know, they'll just have a ladder and they'll climb up there with a bag of shingles on their back. Or they'll have like a pulley system to pull it up. I guess that's probably. But no matter how you cut it, these things are way heavier than asphalt shingles. So
glazed
it's going to take a long time to get it all up.
surface is used. For each of the 4 roof areas, approximately 32 square meters each, approximately 300 bricks are required. A total of around 1,200 pieces. With a weight of approximately 4 kg per tile, coming in total
4 kilogram per tile. Wait, how much is 4? What? Almost 9 pounds per shingle? I'm trying to imagine. Is that true?
almost 5 tons of brick mass on the roof.
5 tons of shingles. 5 tons of shingles. These weigh like 100 times more than asphalt shingles. An asphalt shingle probably weighs like a few ounces.
After 5 hours, all the bricks are up.
Now, what is going on?
But before the work continues, we have to say, long live the house.
What? See, okay. We don't do this here in America because you don't know how long your house is going to live. You don't know when the next tornado is going to come, so.
There is something to celebrate. Today is the topping out ceremony. An important tradition that should not be missing when building a house.
Maybe this is where we go wrong. What the heck? I did not know anything about this. It's a wreath? You hang a wreath on the top of the roof?
Neighbors, workers, and friends come together.
Wow,
Wish
that's
all
so
the best
sweet.
for the future house.
Famblodo.
And everyone is eagerly awaiting the verdict.
The verdict?
Gerichtet steht nunmehr das Haus.
The house is now situated.
Yeah, it's situated. This is awesome. Is this real? Man, we need to do this over here. I feel like I'm missing out now. Nobody cares when you build a house here. They're just like, oh, good for you. You must be rich. It must be nice.
From the base to the ridge. Nothing is missing, so we have now put the crown on the building. And I wish everyone around me health and happy courage and everything ends well.
I mean, this really does kind of illustrate just how, I don't know, like first of all, they're really, they know this house is going to last a long time. You know, they're literally having a ceremony for putting it up. They know this house ain't going anywhere. It's not going to get demolished anytime soon. It's not going to fall over in a tornado. A tree's not going to hit it and knock the whole thing inside itself. I'm guessing. And it shows a lot of, respect for their own craft and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Ende gut, alles gut.
Congratulations to this fine couple.
Now the builders are in demand. They have to hammer the last nail into the entablature.
Oh, that's fun.
Now I come.
Sure, it's in there good. A house is only as strong as its loosest nail. Not really.
And of course the three also have to toast the house.
Oh, of course. What are we using?
And then for the good of the builders and their happy future.
I did not expect all this.
The glass then with smack on the floor.
What?
It has to shatter, otherwise it will bring bad luck.
This is getting more and more random.
The buffet is open. Have fun.
The builders did not allow themselves to be ripped off. There is grilled meat, soups and lots of drinks. And how do guests like the house?
That's
You know what's also a very like German type thing is just the fact that these wooden, I have a hair on my face. These wooden tables, these pop-up picnic tables, they're made out of wood.
Of drinks.
And like metal. Here in America, these would be pop-up plastic tables. You know, if you were just having a pop-up little gathering thing, they would for sure be like pop-up plastic tables. But they've got these nice freaking handmade looking tables. That's pretty cool.
And how do guests like the house?
That's good.
Would you also move
That's good.
in there? Yes, exactly. I have already submitted an application. I wanted to move in here yesterday, but I'm not allowed to. My rooms are a little different and a little bigger. But
Oh, get roasted. Dude.
in
Why'd you have to roast him, uncle?
principle, it's not that bad.
Oh my god. I can't tell if... Is he being serious? Are Germans just this savage? They're just that honest? They're like, well, my house is bigger, but it's not bad. It's good for you. You know, I didn't expect you to build a house this big. My house is bigger, but for you, this is good.
Yes, very nice. So our suitcases are already packed.
Well, so well that could soon be cozy in the new house. And how are the builders?
We are really happy because it went so quickly. They did a really
They keep calling the homeowners the builders.
good job. The construction workers and everything went very well.
Yes, that it stayed as planned. Now we have come together and we are totally happy.
That sounds good. The topping out ceremony was also a...
What kind of strange German dance is
That
this?
sounds good.
Strange German children dance.
The topping out ceremony was also a success and continues well into the night. Now there is peace in the building.
What if it rains, though? Do they not put, like, a tarp down over this?
Continues well into the night. Now there is peace in the building. Weekend. The roofers will be back on Monday morning. First, they install the so-called ridge slats. Here on the edges, where two roof surfaces meet each other, the ridges serve to cover the tiles on the butt edges. For that, the ridge tiles will come over the already been able.
I'm trying to see them lay down the tiles. Okay, there we go.
So heavy that the work had to be stopped.
Oh my god, yeah, these things really do weigh 9 pounds each, huh? They're huge.
It's getting worse. The rain also.
Like I said, I knew it was gonna rain.
Flats later. The roof tiles are now of course also laid. However, the weather was getting worse. The rain became so heavy that the work had to be stopped. The next day the weather is better and the roofers have already.
I'm trying to see how they fasten these shingles to the roof. Because here in America, with the little asphalt shingles, they're just nailed to the roof. You know what I mean? It just takes a quick boom, boom. Put a nail right through it. It's on the roof. I don't see how they're fastening these clay shingles. You can't put a nail through it. Maybe they have holes in them for a nail. Or maybe they just link together.
Already been able to cover a large part of the roof. The laying principle
huge.
Is simple. Thanks to the interlocking system, the bricks mesh perfectly. They
do just link together.
Creates a closely interlocking, dense, firm and stable roof covering.
So if one of them was to break, I'm trying to imagine how difficult it would be to get it out and replace. I think it would be pretty easy. You wouldn't have to take off. I don't know, it's a lot different than here in America, because here, you know, I mean, you'd literally just like yank it out pretty much. You can just peel back the ones above it and yank it out.
In addition, roof clips are also placed.
But you're not going to have to replace these very often, or maybe ever, from what I understand.
So that the roof can withstand the heaviest storms. The ridges are almost done too. A polypropylene fleece with folded aluminum edges comes over the slats, optimal for the rear ventilation of the ridge roof tile, which are now placed over it. Final spurt for the roofers, the last roof tiles. The bricklayers are also on site again. They put the last chimney elements. The chimney has grown with the house bit by bit and has now reached its final size.
Yay.
The rain finally stopped the next day. The best conditions for the last work on the roof.
This is a beautiful looking roof. I'm pretty jealous. I'm pretty jealous of these shingles. More so than really anything. I'm just jealous of the shingles, guys. I don't ever want to replacing the roof on your house is a pain. You got to get all sorts of contractors out. You never know, like, you know, they have all sorts of different quotes and you don't know how good they are, and it costs $15,000.
The chimney is also clad. This way, it is well protected from the weather. The cladding with tiles, like this one, looks the most elegant.
It does look
good. But it also does a lot of work from the outside.
Oh, here's the gutters.
But comes into the bottom cord level. As you can see well from the outside. Of course, the roof overhang is still covered. For the
gutters are a little bigger than American gutters.
This, the carpenter is on site again, who sets the boxed eaves. The roof is finished after a week.
Woo. Beautiful. I was fanning it off because it's so, you know, it's so beautiful.
Including the chimney cladding, gutters and roof hatch for the chimney suite.
A roof hatch for the chimney suite. Okay. Look at those gutters. I'm easily amused. They didn't really go into the gutters. Hey, that just means I'm going to have to find another video, guys. It never ends. I simply must know about German gutters. I simply must. That was really fascinating. Biggest takeaway was really that each clay shingle weighs 9 pounds. Holy crap. Each American shingle weighs probably an eighth of a pound. Like nothing. Yeah, that's amazing. That was cool. Thank you for watching. I can't believe I just reacted to a German roof for 22 minutes. And I really appreciate anyone who stuck around. That was fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow.